Welcome back to this new mini-series of Imperator Rome, Thebes, in which Thebes has grown from a single city-state to, all these surrounding areas of Boeotia, which unfortunately we cannot get four territories, because that's under the control of Macedon, and we have ambitions of expanding to Delphi and but these areas could be on the verge of a civil war. Even their army is disloyal, so there's a good chance of that happening. Once it breaks out, then maybe, just maybe, we would have to, take advantage of this because we wish to expand up to this way as well. I mean, look, originally we just produced earthenware, but now we gained control of areas that has horses, base metals, wine, and more wine. And soon we'll go up to areas where there's wood and stone. We do have access to the sea through there, but there is no need for a navy, as our intentions is just land intensive. We do not have a desire for overseas expeditions. And since we got very good income now, well, very good as far as Theban standards is concerned, since we're just a local power here, but I will say that let's get us some heavy infantry, because remember our Theban heritage. Yes, we got our freeman happiness, but also heavy infantry discipline, but the maintenance costs will be it'll be a little expensive upkeep. We're about to be 6,000 strong, but further increase manpower over time, but I believe that we'll be fine. Especially since we called upon Apollo. Yes, the heavy infantry is a bit more expensive than heavy cavalry. Can you believe that? And I can see why, as I've stated in the first episode. Like, how come not many people played as Thebes? Well, there's good reason. One, it's a city-state, and they often get crushed by the great powers like Macedon and the Antigonid Kingdom, which we do neighbor with both of them. Or we're allied with Macedon, because Macedon offered us an alliance, and so did the Antigonid, and I've chosen Macedon because of convenience. Even though they've lost the war, but they are in a recovery period right now, which we shouldn't bother them. They've been through enough. So let's see. 55. And how many should we have? Don't spend too much, otherwise you're going to have lack of manpower reserves, despite owning 3 cities, which is good. But think of the food situation, alright? I mean, as far as making a profit is concerned, we can afford at least 4 more heavy infantry cohorts. But give me 2. And also we will soon pass the time until either civil war breaks out or Egypt abandons this to the wolves. And mind you, our peace deal does not expire until a couple of years, so we got plenty of time to make money and to train the troops. Now we're getting the great Theban heavy infantry. Excellent fighting force. We can actually afford 1 more, but we would like to have just 1. 2 will be due. And since we're trying to get our military experience up, and even though we have an ailing general who has dementia, unfortunately, He will soon no longer be in charge. And we do have a suited replacement in him, which he's doing alright, despite incapable. And he's young too. So, just drill the army. He'll have lower cohorts, but he will soon die with them. So just train like your life depends on it. We must maintain our readiness. This is why we don't wish to lower the army maintenance at this time. And by the way, that adds up to the army maintenance cost when you drill. Bear that in mind. Phalanx. Just a new tactic. They're reducing their number of cohorts. This is a cost-cutting measure, as well as their navy. Well, they're building a navy. We got our tax office now, so that adds up to the local tax. We got plenty of freemen, and it's time for the Olympics again. It's these two from the last time. Just send them out. Oh yeah, I never paid attention to what's in the city, this particular library. And we know this has a library and granary. It used to have a fortification, but I took it down because we already have one nearby in Thebes. Who asks for access? Mantinea. Alright. Anyone coming to migrate in here? Some, but it's going to take time. Only one outgoing. A bit of growth. Gotta keep that in mind for the capital city. Thinking about this. I know it costs less, but we need to add up more, local manpower. Knowing that soon we'll become a, military-intensive little powerhouse of a country. So yeah, why not? One training camp going up. I was thinking for more freemen. High Priest Grenades Aristodemon made it clear that to the priesthood that he can no longer tolerate Hippostratus' godless impiety. Without the support of the priesthood, the people will start to believe that Hippostratus does not have the support of the gods, which would harm our legitimacy. For he is wise, merciful, self-controlled, and tolerant. I guess it's due to his tolerance is what made these zealous priests think of that. I don't think it's wise. I'll make a large donation to the priesthood. We're not at war, so do not be anxious. Remember, that's our next target. We don't want to go after Athens or anyone else because that's Antigonid territory. It's out of the question. The only logical place to expand is this way. Intervening in some other war. Sometimes childhood forges friendships that last for a lifetime, and often those friendships transcend the boundaries of family, class, and belief. It would appear that Philemon seemed to be developing a strong bond with Antigona of the Lycetticid family. As any parent knows, there isn't really much you could do to stand between them. Have a look at these children for a while. Let me see that base. To me, he's the better child. He's not sarcastic. You at 9. Faces isn't looking good for you. Highlight of this year's games was during the Pancration, skilled wrestling event. During the brawl, Eucratides Aeolia scored a grievous blow against Antigonid of Megara, rendering him senseless for nearly a full day. Overall, the victor was declared to be Eumenes Attalid of Elythea, first-time winner. What are you doing here? Get moving. Don't stay here. Don't overstay your welcome here. Because, you know, our food may be full, but we don't need more visitors, please. Well, it looks like there's going to be a civil war in the year. I would love to get increased diplomatic relations. Aetolia got involved. Defensive League? Aetolian. I see. Looks like they just gave them access. Did they not? No? But they're going in anyway. Hate to see the Silver Shield veteran go. Okay, still fighting in other conflicts. Spartan-Macedon War. Oh, they are allied with Sparta. But, well, not looking good for Sparta. They may get partitioned. Like, who's going to control what? Again, steer to the heavy infantry. And they may be on the verge of civil war as well. And if we were to fight against them, the Antigonids would intervene. And if we fight against them, Egypt intervenes. Actually, no. Macedon is with them. What the hell are you throwing? What the hell are you playing at? Why allied with all their bullies? I want this area. Well, it's going to take a while to get them started. You're such a troublemaker, aren't you? Abrasive man. Tell you what, I'm going to give you free hands. The Council of Thebes has taken upon themselves to free a sizable quantity of privately owned slaves. If we could intervene if we think it best, letting slaves get too comfortable could have repercussions. For freedom. More freemen, that means more manpower recovery and taxes. That's what freemen provide. Well, here's your problem. I wouldn't worry too much about a civil war. You know, we gotta worry about this man now. Fleeing a dreadful war with Pontus A number of important dignitaries managed to escape our lands, hoping to find refuge. It's from Pontus. Let me think. Nah, I don't need them. We already got enough trouble as it is. Let's be friends. Let's have a talk. You have to choose what friends you ought to make. A previously unknown gladiator has recently arisen to great prominence in the arena, drawing huge crowds about like hounds putting on a peerless show. A well-placed box seat could easily warn youth and demos. Buy and gift him to youth and demos. But we can't attack them. Well, if there's about to be civil war, see what happens. But Macedon is with them. Even though we do have a claim in this territory. There it is. Of all the ways of making friends, a gift is perhaps both the oldest and simplest. In a world of politics, wealth shared generously and unconditionally has more influence than kind words or affection. How much is the friendship of youth to demos worth? Again, personal wealth, and I'm about to lose all of that. This should do the trick. There it goes again. Yet the Demos is the target of a brazenly outspoken critic who's been provoking his ire for some time. Seems the loudmouth protected by political opponents of Youth the Demos and believes himself to be untouched. This would be a perfect opportunity to impress him. A few bribes and some thugs will solve this. I gain a bit of tyranny and I have negative money. Which if I want to, then I have to do this, but that would gain me a bit of corruption over time. Our efforts to encourage a friendship with Hippostratus and if the Demos have paid off, naturally. So, problem solved. Give it a moment to register. Should be gone, right? Now comes January. Okay, we'll have to go back to that a little later. But that's some nonsense. I don't think it's a good idea to intervene in the Civil War. As Macedon is getting active, and they've allied against our enemy, even though we're both friends. You know what? Just to be safe. Start kissing up to Macedon. I think that conflict ended. No. think I got it all figured out, so let's fabricate a claim against them as well. Knock them both out without Macedonian interference. While we continue to prepare for inevitable conflict, we just have to be smart. Who is this man? Agathon. Last name? Jessica. It's gotta be one of the Italian fellas. Oh, you. The great temple in Argos dedicated to her has been sacked by forces. How dare you? You're the one that's causing all that trouble. And now veterans move on. The prime farmland granted to veterans of battles simple recognition of their service to Thebes. Sometimes, however, the lure of battles and glory can prove too much for those unaccustomed to a life of renowned labor. A recent bad winter has caused those working in the fields to up and leave, hoping to find better work in our armies, leaving a vast tract of arable land unclaimed. We have appropriated the veterans to serve our flourishing state. To every cloud. Provincial loyalty goes down, ups the local tax here, and a little bit of manpower. Happy with that. Keep drilling until our general passes. We got a good replacement. We hope. Dideacus. Now he's my rival, but that's irrelevant. Man has dementia. Leave him alone. The recent death of the Antigonid has caused a great deal of political disturbance in the country. Eager to take advantage of the situation, numerous lackeys, pretenders, and legitimate claims to the throne have risen up to bear arms against their newly crowned vassals, Demetrios, Thebes, get this, Antigonid. As the nation of the Antigonid Kingdom is of interest to us, it might be that we can exert certain influences over the more rowdy pretenders and help budget their nation to further turmoil. Let us hope they fall to chaos. So if we can't fight them, but we can go against them. If the Antigonids stop allied with them. Need to tell those Macedonians to F off. And I'm talking about both of them. That's what that war was about? That little? At least we'll have a lot of manpower reserves for our future conflict. Ate a particular rotten herring. Well, he did good for the army. Now we found a suitable replacement. Content man. I could adopt you in our family if you do good. Now the cohort's loyalty is down with them, so get started again. Keep drilling the troops. That's how much we gain a month. Now we await the Antagonists to just ditch some of the alliances, particularly Aetolia. That's too far away from their zone of influence. As I said, it's them there. Well, they have a civil war too. But do they care? Yes. Question is, are they coming? No. They don't care. They actually took the city. Oh my goodness. Are they really? They're gonna take on this small Macedonian? Here, take another city. What happened? Well, all your forces are all down here, that's what. Mind you, the mercenaries are not with anybody. They haven't hired. Numbers are deceiving. They will soon retake Delphi and end this civil war. Or not. Do they even have anything? No. Not anymore, it ain't. We just have to wait for the right opportunity while we continue to drill the troops and get further military experience. Oh. Thanks to the population increase of nobles here, got another trade route. What can we get? Our food is good. I mean, slaves are rather unhappy, so something for the slaves. Owls. Of course, this will do. More importing. Now we have a claim on them, but we're waiting for them to drop out. Because we don't want great powers to intervene. Even though we're Codet. So, they've ran out of manpower, now they're relying on mercenaries. They barely make any money. The Antigonid Navy is still out there. Just under command of Pyrrhus, which, since he lost Epirus, so he's going to remain in service as their most effective admiral. While they will continue to fight the wars of other conflicts. So, should we? I mean, we're ready. We got good manpower reserve. The money will be costly, maintenance-wise, for recovery. Remember, if you fight against them, you'll fight against the Antigonid, and Antigonid alone. They're not coming, because well, we're fighting together. And they're not coming. And the Civil War seemed to have exhausted both of them. Real question is, do we fear Antigonid reprisal? Since they lost all that manpower, what about Egypt? Near exhausted. Seleucid, still ready to go. Do we have contact with Armenia? No. Interest. I know Thrace. We do. There is no Bosporan Kingdom anymore up there. So experience is going up a little. I guess they're about as drilled as we can. Think. Alright. Well, I mean, I'm not worried about Antigonid. They don't have the manpower, but they have mercenaries instead. Which can be problematic. They got nothing. Though they could easily build up its cohorts again. While Macedon continues to screw around. Right, with their combined strength, they will most definitely retake Delphi or not. What's stopping them? You want to prolong that civil war? Fine by me. That means we'll continue to build up our own strength and the military experience over time. Now they're starting to make money again. So they need the Persian armies 43,000. They just do not have that kind. They continue to beat each other up for what? We see no Antigonid forces nearby. They've all gone off to faraway fronts. And no sign of any occupation. Actually, there is Egypt. Yep, they're on a run. And I guess they mainly focused on this one. This is where they are now. Where is he? Ganaba. His current location. Ganaba. Yeah, they're mainly focused on the Syrian front. Should we take advantage of this situation? Out! I just see my son, who is 13. You want to become what? Tells everyone of me his desires to overthrow our government and install a totalitarian regime. What kind of? Plus, your brother is better. But since you've got charisma, I don't want you to get this. And I don't want a disloyal primary heir. That would cause problems. So I'm gonna need something from you. Are you? It's okay. Need you to tutor an heir. Teach him something. Oh, a royal tutor's been summoned to educate the reluctant young Nearchus in a manner of our own choosing. The nature of the tutor is the most important indeed. Should we choose an attended tutor, subject carefully. Definitely not martial education. So bear that in mind. Megalaeus. Weak-willed, silver-tongued, merciful. Figuring that you're a charismatic person, I think that would be good. This one. If my tutor is hard, you've been so suspicious. He's none of these. Because I would like to have a... It's like if you got the charisma, then auditory should be for you. So, go ahead. This one. You need to become a politician instead. Have more charisma. You just don't have what it takes for martial. Nor to finesse. Even though there's a small chance of losing zeal as well. But we hope we'll find you a good spouse in future. Better find a damn good one, otherwise there's going to be trouble. Took me a while to notice that, since I was so focused on this part of Greece. Deciding whether or not we strike for the third time. Like our go-to athlete. Very little pretender support. They may, but wait for the civil war to end. Okay, they got Lamia back. Now they can put their full focus on taking Delphi. That'll end this nonsense. Just take the damn city, and then we'll come in and strike them. There's peace. Under the guidance of Agaios, I wish to damn it. Thebes has gone from strength to strength. Some of our advisors are recommending the institution of a new tax in order that the national treasury might share in this prosperous era. We have no need for gold, though I would like to have more income, but I believe expanding to these areas will do us a lot of good in the long term. So they made white peace. That's what happened. Now Macedon will only be around for this civil war. Highlight of this year's game was during a prestigious chariot race on the Sonoras. Platon of Argos saved a fellow competitor from almost certain death when his chariot was overturned in the dusty mayhem of the race. Overall, the victor was declared to be Platon. First time winner. Righty. As long as I remain popular, I should be fine, as we know that he is a benevolent king of Thebes. It's almost over. Keep it up. Don't leave. Our Hippostratus, Euthydemus. Friend, right? Yeah, friend. Supposedly. He has friends far outside our borders, often trying to use his network to the advantage of our nation. He believes his friendship with the Hippostratus of the Antigonid Kingdom could be put to use to increase their opinion of us. All that we'd have to do is to send some of our wealth his way, and he will try to improve our reputation in the Antigonid Kingdom. We do not care about the Antigonid Kingdom or their opinion on us. We're still at war. I don't know about this because the mercenaries may spell trouble. So, it's either one of these ways. They're not going to let go of their alliance with Macedon. Macedon's ready for war, not Antigonid. We can use the Macedonians to get the Antigonids off our backs, while we will take the relevant objectives, including more in the name of aggressive expansion. How about you? You ready? Somewhat. Again, future conflict. Okay, these two will join. Civil War's over. Alright. See if I'm willing to gamble on this. I'm just tisking. So, the Antigonids are weak, but a lot of cohorts means they've hired a lot of mercenaries. And they'll start making money again to keep the said mercenaries, but they are mainly focused on the Egyptian and Syrian fronts. Some of the vassals did make their way down in Egypt. Scores at 3. Actually, that'll be 3 for the Egyptians. They're the attackers. So it's slightly even war. Seleucid, however, since Seleucids are the aggressors, it's 2 for Seleucid. It's rather even. But they still got enough manpower to keep the war going, but it's starting to catch up for Egypt. As you said, Macedon is ready. Even though they're not as prevalent as there once was, because Marshall's rather low. And he's gotten better. And it looks like the family line may continue. Hopefully continue good relations with Macedon. And one thing's for certain in this next war. Our military expense will go up to 100, and our military prowess of the Theban army will most definitely improve. And so will our economy once we take in Delphi and the city of Thebes. Don't worry about Ellis, they got nothing. They have enough money to spend money to raise troops. But who knows? One thing that cannot be beaten is the Navy. They could most definitely blockade us and transport some of their troops to over in our neck of the woods. But be careful. Be careful. Yeah. Okay, it's been decided. This is going to be a big gamble. You know, they're on right top of us, so they're going to be fighting and we're going to join in. There's more of these forces, and they even brought camels to the front. We shall see, but Macedon, our big insurance policy, will be with us. All this land will be mine. I have a claim to both of these, so we should not have too much aggressive expansion in that. I'm not concerned about the Antigonids. We got our own horses, we don't need them. But what are we missing? Iron. Fortunately, we're going to be lacking iron in a while, but no iron there, but it should do. Unless you trade us iron. Alright, troops, stop drilling. Move on. This is going to be rather concerning. That means you're at war with all the others, including Athens, so watch your back. So now we have to advance there, but also Macedon should just take the rest of them out from behind. So we have no iron, which means heavy infantry cannot be reinforced. Heavy cavalry discipline despite lacking cavalry. Would love to have more base metals. Just not sure, but this is a gamble that I'm willing to risk. Mind you, Megara and Athens are behind us, so they're going for their big target. Fortunately, this siege isn't going to last long. And as we said before, be aware of those behind us. We may have to take them out. Unless they're going to put their full focus towards Corinthos. Which if we could take out those two forts, Macedon should be able to take them out. They don't appear to be moving their main navy. Is that all their ships? Yes, that's their entire fleet. They're not going to pick up their guys. They're going to rely on their subjects. Which in a pitched battle, it's dangerous. Score 1 for Thebes. Thank you. Because this is my war. Let's help out. City's fallen too. So we need to control this area, and then that's it. Let's move out. After we get those two, then defend our gains. Another capital import routes would be good. We can get some money. Now Macedon's gonna go kick their ass. Just as I have foreseen. Or take Athens. Maybe it'll drive the Athenians to this way. If you wish to sacrifice Corinthos. While we will take all the relevant objectives for ourselves and hold them. Hold it as long as we can. Hey! I see what you're doing. But based on the way you look, I think I see you as an effective general in the future. Call the Thebes again. Megalas. Megalas. Slow down. Immediately sarcastic. Oh boy. Anyways. Your weak-willed, sword-tongued, also give him a martial education. He is to become a great warrior, but he might be problematic as a pretender. But he's going to be a real problem, which may be a bad idea for giving him more martial. Like, he would be an effective general. That's military access, don't mind that. Another import route. Got any iron? Come on. Maybe after the war we can get some. We did import fish, but having more fish means more national freedom and happiness, which we do not need. This we need. Like, we got the wine, but we need more salt. As I said, Antigonid forces, the land forces aren't bothered showing up there. Entire fleet is remained stationed over there. So that's good. They'll just rely on their subjects. Yep, they're coming for Thebes. Hang on. We'll deal with them soon. Here's something to lower the army maintenance cost. Corinthos has fallen. We might start feeling the brunt of the war exhaustion soon. These forces are at the ready, so it's going to be a little hard to get them off of Theban land. Or what are they doing? Ah, Macedon's on the move. They're angry now. Here we go. Battle or no battle. We'll be coming to them soon. We're running out of food, but we'll get them back as we go across here. Get them off. Oh, shoot! It's not a fully functional garrison, despite the fact I had the fort maintenance up. Either that, or they've been lucky with these rolls. Come on, bring it down. Come with us. We need to bring him down. They've been lucky with these rolls, but Thebes should not fall. Faster, damn it! Oh, 10,000 strong. Actually, this way. Fight the weaker force first. Damn it! I have not foreseen that. The war is still ongoing. Thebes has fallen. That was not supposed to be that way. Bad for us. Hang on. Uncleared side of wind. Help us out. Oh, no, they won't come, because Thebes has been taken. Our allies will soon come. Just hang on. Theban general can do it. Now retake the objective. We've taken the objectives, but we need to retake this now. Question of competence. After weeks of nervous looks and smirks at court, the whispers circling the palace have finally reached the ears of the basilisk. It seems that someone's been spreading rumors and spinning yards of his unequaled loyalty and unfitness to the throne. The damage has been done now. All now look at how the basilisk will deal with the situation. No one could freely insult the basilisk. Don't you know I'm a nice man? An investigation to the source of the rumors will be conducted. Okay. Can you take this city down? Help us out with this. We may be losing this war because they took our capital, but we've taken their relevant objective. Don't forget about all this, too. Slanderous spills all. The traitorous snake who attempted to demean the name of Hippostratus and Aristodemon has been identified, none other than Antigonid Aristodemon quickly confessed their crimes. More stability. Forget him, his reputation is ruined. Be careful. Yeah, too small for a civil war. So we have not taken the objectives. We forgot to take Kefalonia and Zakynthos, which stands in the way is Elis. Which means we ought to tell them to give us access over time. They don't think much of us. We need access so we can take Elis down and take Zakynthos. It's actually going to be a much longer war than we originally thought. But with this increase of war exhaustion means increased war experience. And I could say the same thing for the Antigonids, which they will soon lose Chalcus. They do not have the manpower to take this fort. Stand by, because we're in need for some food. Go wherever you like. There's their navy, but they got no troops. Here's our first military tradition. Sarissa. Heavy infantry morale. Phalangites armed with a buckler and a spear known as Sarissa, made of the core of the late Greek phalanx. The superior ranges of Sarissa made getting close to this formation particularly a deadly task. Let's get our morale up. All the way. We can't win this war unless we take 2 more island areas, island territories. It's nice to know that you switched to my side. Sounds encouraging. Now you're going to take down this fort. Because you got a bone to pick with the Antigonids for losing that war. Actually, it's a long way of getting out. I guess the supply train sounds a good idea right about now. It's expensive, so we're going to need it, because we're going to go long. As I said, we can't win this war unless we take 2 more. At least Kefalonia, that's part of Aetolia. Because that area is part of Achaia, so we don't need that. Just take this damn island and you'll be there. Okay, it's actually morale all the way up. I forgot. We can't refill the heavy infantry because we don't have iron imported. But we can't get over there unless we tell them to open up. We don't want to fight a war just to demand military access. It'd be a waste of lives. Okay. And there's no reason to be taking more areas, but at least we'll get some food here. And additional food from the supply train. They have not finished their war with either Egypt or Seleucid. Sounds like trouble for the Antigonid. So all we need is just take that damn island, and that's that. We need to help out on Macedon. Let's join in. There's 9. And our general is better. What's a good tactic against skirmish? Try that. Because clearly you got the right tactic for it. Oh, never mind, you got this. Turn around. Both of you. Our heir's grown up. 16 years old. He's content and prominent. We can arrange marriage with somebody. Well, our best candidate is this one. You know, to make up your lack of martial. And she's got better charisma. Well, she's better at everything than you. She's an orator. Oh, and she's quite a speaker too. Something that you fail to aspire to be. But you are content and prominent. So. Sounds nice. Less prominent, more prominent. I see. And yes, she's a member of the same family as we are, but I don't think they're that closely related, so don't worry about that. Or someone with even more charisma, and she's silver-tongued. Seems Theban women are better speakers. Oh, look at this, I didn't fail to notice. Orator and silver-tongued. In other words, her words are very, very charismatic and can persuade you. She has a way with words like no other. Here. Suitable match. While Nearchos has enjoyed life immensely as a man of leisure, he summoned an envoy this very morning to deliver a proposal of marriage to the fabulous young maiden Hippostratus, hoping to produce heirs to further legitimize the Aristodemic dynasty. Despite the appearance of Hippostratus, the head of the Aristodemic family, it seems all concerns were solved by the mournful background wailings that Nearchos had offered up and supported by his proposal. Splendid, let us arrange the festivities. Now hurry up and let's get together. Now we need a little more food until we get access from him, which is going to take a while longer. Taking Alice down would be a waste of time. And Antagonids aren't coming anytime soon. But we beat back coalition forces while Macedon will most likely going to go take Athens. Go into my control. food situation is good while we be foraging food here before we advance. But there's plenty of food over there too, no matter where you look at it. Won't export any. Damn. There's only olives in Catalonia. I ain't gonna be that kind of guy where it's like, hey, open up, and we'll take that fort, and we got military access, and we're in. As I said, it'll be a waste of time and lives. Really? One more silver shield? Energetic, devout, scholar. Sure, come on in. Simply for the sake of it. He's from our next door neighbor. I guess he did not have his uses anymore. Oh, beware of these combined forces. We may have to help him out here. Even though we can definitely beat them while their morale is low. Let's do it. Slow down, don't get greedy. Okay, now we can go. That's the system. Oh! Okay, get back to Thebes. Back to your position. Open up. We ain't got time for nonsense. Let the morale recover. Taking a navy again, but no troops. If it were to arrive, it would be big problems. They're with us. Okay. But we ain't got no heavy infantry. And if we don't get that island, war score's going to keep going to them, and thus lowering our war enthusiasm. Otherwise we'd be fighting this all for nothing. I'm worried about southern forces, which we beat them time and time again. Starting to lose patience. Let's go to the border. We're gonna take this bastard fortress. Tell them to open up. We're not waiting for improved relations. We should have thought of that before waging a war. Disloyal army. Crap! Just one. Son of a researcher. Send him instead. Okay, last chance, bud. But you refuse to open if we demand it. And therefore, that's them's fighting words. Yeah, I need your little help on this one. You're just gonna go in. Let's see. The garrison isn't even full. All we need to do is just beat them up. And them too. In fact, once we take this fort, just run straight to Kefalonia. All we wanted is access. I tried playing nice with you, but I lost my temper. Got it? Hope he becomes a good general and a loyal one, which I'll have to befriend him in the future. If I have the money. And thank you for getting him off my lawn. This man again. Find him. Okay, side with him. Here comes friends. How many friends do I have? 2? 3. I can afford one more. Should be my warrior son. Which I don't think I have that much personal wealth to begin with. Gyros! He's a friend to the king who took over his land, oddly enough. So he was first time winner. Okay. Hold on. So, right. Since I ain't got much of personal wealth, I'm gonna start siphoning funds again. That's gonna make me more corrupt. In preparation. Nicomachus. It's my son. Not to be confused with Nearchus. Sounds similar, isn't it? Where do you think you're going? Now make a run for it. Oh, this too we have to bring down? Bastards. We can't go through it unless we bring that down too. Taking advantage of the situation. Also, just in case. What the hell? Too few men. Level 2 fortress. Needs to be at least 4,000. This is 4,000. How strong garrison. Son of a... Now we can never get there. Unless we bring in more. Which we may have to spend it on light infantry. I'm gonna beat you up for this. Pick the right tactic, and we done enslaved him. pay for this. And we can't get there because that zone of control there. Give me two. Bastards. It's going to take much longer than we originally anticipated. They've made peace with Egypt, so time's running out. Oh, now you've got the forces. Then what the hell was... Rome intervened in this conflict. Interesting. But I'm here for Catalonia, and only that. Nope. This fort must be taken down. Except I won't. Okay, just wait one. We're on their way. Come on, hurry up. That's all we want. We'll reduce them to a city-state in Zakynthos. We can't win this war unless we take that damn island. Remember that. More is appreciated. It's a city-state with 2 forts. That's a problem. And this is my siege. Oh no, they're back. Athenian forces. Crap, there's more behind them. White peace imminent. War gold is still being contested. Bring this fort down and then we'll have to run back. Thus prolonging the war. How's that food supply looking? Good? Damn it, damn it, damn it. You know, we can't defeat them all at once. How are you? Tactician, you might be our replacement. You might be the one to defeat those forces out there. I may have to take them off command. Nothing wrong with it, it's just we need superior commanders to defeat the enemy. Now, open the damn... Let's go defend Thebes. Kick them out one more time. All ill. Perhaps he's wealthy enough he will seek treatment of his own volition. Otherwise he would always step in if his condition was dysentery. Never good. With us. Hurry! And the morale's been shot because of that damn other conflict. My son and heir has become increasingly restless as he believes statues deserving a key role in my government. To approach our courtesies, the never shall bestow a role upon him. Indeed, given his promise, we perhaps should consider this carefully. Just wait a little longer. Figuring that you got charisma. I don't know about you, selling this or that. Maybe as a researcher. Oh no, not him. Oh dear. Well, he's a minor character, so he can go. Give him this position. Macedonians are with us. Let's go take them out. Or not. Come on. Can't we just stick together for once? I can't go into battle without them. Thebes will soon fall. But reinforcements will be coming up, so we're going to attack now. If we wait a lot longer, the garrison will surrender. We don't have the full morale. Yeah, but the problem is he's ambitious. I mean, I don't want to switch command now. The army will get lowered morale. How many days? When we'll be there? On the 27th. And siege, 14 days. We have to go. Gotta go now. Our side might lose, but Macedonians may come save us. Their heavy infantry and their cavalry. We must do it. We must do it. Cavalry soon arrive, but our morale's going down and going down to fighting. No. Let's hope the superior quality of the Macedonians better beat them, despite the fact they picked a bad tactic for the job. Pick up those damn archers. While we retreat, at least we'll go to Capolonia in relative safety. While they'll defend it for the rest of us. Let's just march, alright? Don't answer that. We're about to take this area. We're not down and out. We better hurry up before they'll shift their focus to mainland Greece. This is going to take a long time for us to recover, but at least we have Macedon to back us up. So don't go to any more advances. This was a costly one. This for the defense of Thebes really hurt us. Nearchos is settling into his new role well. Whilst he's a belief that he's only befitting a man of his stature, he has decided to show his gratitude by offering a small donation to the state. How kind. Should use it for this and that. An army morale recovery would also do as well, and national tax. Anything that has to do with money would do good. Not concerned about the tyranny. Now the war do is well. They should surrender now. Want this, and I guess that apparently, but they're not willing because, yes, we're demanding substantial land. So how long you want to drag this war on? And of course, they'll never want us. And we are not interested in Antigonid holdings. So what do you suggest? Just these two? That's it? Two can play that game. Alright. We'll admit that you've kicked our ass, but we're just gonna march home and defend our gains. It's gonna take a while for us to recover. Can we get some iron, please? I'd love to improve relations with you so we can start trading again together like good business partners. I guess it's not to be. Nearchus, what is it? This is a truly dire advisor. People laugh openly at stories of his sheer inability to lead, and our enemies are land hungry. It's safe to say that our people feel most uneasy. Damn it, son. Well, drag this war on, man. Oh. Should go after those areas. Macedon has been growing considerably, so this will improve hitting on them. Now don't fight a war over it. You got your objective. Let the war score tick up. The war enthusiasm is very low, so it's gonna add up a bit. Again, that's all we wanted. We have no desire for that city. And we don't want no subjects either. Come on. After this war, we may have to disband the cohorts of heavy infantry. Athens has fallen. And you gave it to us Thebans. Which kind of makes you think, well, stupid idea, but having Athens to ourselves would be a great boon, but the Antigonids won't allow it. They'll have a fit about that. It's too much aggressive expansion. Releasing them as a subject would do good. Hang on. Let's see. Okay. What if we were to negotiate separately with the Antigonid Kingdom? Should just say, release Athens. Liberate this area. Well, we're not antagonizing the Antigonid. They only gave me this one occupied territory, and that. You can't negotiate with Athens because they're a subject nation. They'll never accept that. Or, you will? Well, that'd be too much aggressive expansion, so we'll come back to visit that. I mean, having Attica to ourselves, I mean, this is Athens. I mean, the population isn't great, but it's a city. Most importantly, you know what Attica has? Iron. Yes. I don't know, we'll come back to that. We'll revisit that as the war score will continue to tick up. As long as the Antigonids do not come here. There's a rebellion in the Antigonid Kingdom. A province rebellion. That's going to keep them a little busy. Well, I'm starting to begin to worry a bit. You got the manpower to keep it going, but they don't have the mercenaries anymore, so... Nor the manpower. I think these are all beaten up cohorts. It's a tempting offer. We'll think about it. We're gonna go for it. Get Athens. Get Attica. And I am not interested in making it a subject because we're a small country. For the big gain. The great city of Athens has finally followed our troops and is now in our hands. Athens was one of the two major actors in the Peloponnesian War, as well as the head of the Athenian League, and one of those who struggled against Persian oppression. It was known as the center for philosophers from all around Greece, for their particular democratic process and how their city-state should proceed. After the Macedonians came to the stage in regional politics, Athens often sought to regain their power and independence. With the city under our control, our men and advisors wonder how should we treat our old enemy. They've been asking us to sack the city to the ground and bring every valuable back home to Thebes. Knowing Hippostratus, and we know he's a nice man and tolerant. I mean, normally we would just pick the monetary option, but I think this is a wealthy area. It's going to pay for itself. So. Home of the philosophers will be unaffected by our rule, thus further increasing my popularity and I gains merciful conquer. So they'll be happy with this. Now we have to deal with Megara. Separate peace deal on that one too. I mean, this was the real goal that I wanted. So get this too. Bronze Athena and the Vitalis of Delphi will be moved to Thebes. We'll have a look at these treasures by the end of the episode. Can import one. Still no iron, but we do get iron locally in Attica. Marble. We got enough food here to last us for a while. Still no, but I guess we have to wait. Well, what do you suggest instead? Apollonia, are you? You are insulting me. No deal. But we have liberated So, the free Hellenes of Greece have fallen victim to the encroaching Macedonian monarchy and the successors of Alexander's vainglorious ambitions. We must protect our brothers from these foreign influences. The city of Athens is at last back in the hands of the true Greeks and can enjoy the liberty of native government once more. Our government now debates whether the liberated city should be administered by us directly or released as a self-governing protectorate of the city behind. No. Thebes will protect all Greeks. It will remain our territory. We fought hard for that. Well, not really. But it will provide good income and manpower since we've acquired another city. Considerable population. Plus, if it's home to the academies, it'll do good for that city and the rest. And that means our heavy infantry can now start recovering now that we have access to iron again. We'll move to Megara soon. Megara. Where are you guys going? Thebes again. Wait for the movement to be locked. There it is. Strike. Strike them while they're weak. Heavy infantry are back in action. Okay, they backed off. Megara. responsibility. Right, to the city-state. Let's just take one more territory. Their war enthusiasm is very, very low. And they'll be willing to give it all away. But I want to grab one more area. Oh, it's we're taking control. This is my siege. I was there first. Hey. Celtic League. Will you give us this? You say no, because... Well, after we take this, let's just run and grab a few territories ourselves. I know we're dragging this war on than it needs to be, but hey, it increases the war score over time. As long as the Antagonids don't come here. Megara is part of Attica. Having 2 cities in Attica, further increasing the manpower and economy. This would make a statement that Thebes is back. More slaves to Thebes. More enthusiasm very low. Give us this territory. More treasures. Guild and Athena will move to Aetolia. Notice the Sculpus will be moved to Thebes, as well as the tomb of Acathus. We're looting the hell out of them. And we'll be sure to enslave a lot of guys. Alright. Move out. We're going island hopping. Take this, this, and this. And so we'll cause that League of Islanders to give us that part of Attica, these 2 islands here. Let's fully unite Attica. Except for Salamis, because that's Antigonid territory, and we don't want to piss them off. So let's make it quick. So we got them on the ropes. Whenever we want, we can get them. We want nothing from Ellis. Because it's irrelevant territory. Up, Islanders. Just a bit of island hopping. That we need. Don't spend too much because they're getting more expensive the more you expand. I may appoint you the new commander once the conflict is over. The court is bustling with sycophants, claimants, and pretenders. It is of little surprise, therefore, that 2 of the most ambitious claimants to the throne of Thebes have found themselves in odds. These conflicts have a way of getting out of hand. Perhaps we ought to step in and limit the potential for escalation. Just let them fight. nearly exhausted all of our manpower, but they'll recover nicely during the time of peace. And as long as Macedon protects us, it should be alright. There'll be no more aggressive expansions, and we'll soon focus on the here and now in the court of Thebes, this great kingdom. Okay. Will you islanders give us this part of Attica? Yes. Because we don't need the rest of this. Or do we? Even though it's not a valid treaty. So. Oh, they'll give us all of this regardless. Attica and these 3 islands. Well, what do these islands have to offer? I mean, we can't feed the populace. There's no cities, all settlements. Let's see. Precious metals, fish, and more iron. Gosh. More iron, you say? And the Antigonid war enthusiasm is very low, so hang on. Does that mean you'll give us Salamis? Talking to you. No, we never fought against Antigonid. No reason to other than the city. If we tell them to give us this territory, then I only have 5 versus Antigonid. Where do you see that? I see. Well, give us these islands then. Separate peace deals with... Look, you're losing your subjects left and right here. We're still dealing with the rebellion, which it seems they are unable to win this thing. But keep them busy. Maybe we'll keep dragging on this war as long as we like. Okay, give us the islands. Just the Attican parts. I don't necessarily want these 3, because that increases it 1 by 1. So I'm okay with just Attica. Alright? Let's keep this between us. But first, get back to the mainland before we make it official. Switch to Thebes. So what if we get Etria to you? You are starting to in a daring display of heroic bravado. An Axipus had managed to escape his captors and flee to the cursed lands of Sentia. Presumably aided by his friends and supporters, he also vowed to return with great numbers, and has claimed a part of our territories of his own. Damnation! Okay, start enslaving. We got too many of them here. Only the valuable ones. We're limiting. Remember, anything above 9. We can afford tyranny. Wow, you're valuable. Very well skilled throughout, that's why. Anyways, we got more. Worthless crap. You know, you can see the stats right here. You're getting there. Also, I see something up there. Just hang on. Oh, I know what this is. This relates to money, so keep going. We know that man escaped. Anyways, approaching Kindred, which has 100 gold equal to 10 territories, at least one independent Hellenistic monarchy or oligarchy in the region of Greece, or province of Thessaly, excluding Crete, smaller than, and at peace with Thebes. Thebes may convince other similar government Hellenistic countries to become their subjects. Only those that exist when this task will be approached. There are other Greek states which shares our traditions and government. We should also try to convince them that submitting to our leadership is the only way to ensure our continued freedom. We'll think about that. Get back to the mainland. Hurry. Ironworks. The iron mindset and Lorient shall serve us better than petty tin and copper. It is high time we were ordered to focus for our people and public. Save it. Wait until post-war. Get back to the mainland. Okay. Now let's talk. Just these two. If this is a separate piece from the subject, does that mean that, we inadvertently freed the islands from the, Antigonid. And they're in a separate... Why didn't you think of that before? As a way of freeing the Antagonids' subjects, just have separate peace deals with each and every one of them. That's genius! Well, we'll have to have a stern talk with them next. Like, make them a subject. Because I'm not particularly interested in that part of the land. Probably make them a tributary. We could take just this one more territory. Yeah, we're taking a long way, I know. Olives from Attica. Just for you. Let's raise a little bit of money first before we complete this particular task. Son of the researcher, send him. Let's just take this little bit, then we'll talk about it. About possibly making them a tributary. Since there ain't nothing in there. There's no cities. It's just land to me. I don't want more aggressive expansion than it needs to be. But if you have a little bit more tyranny, that actually makes this go down a bit. And it's going to be plus 25, that's the max. So this is why we're stalling for time. Until we make this deal official, which we're far from getting it. No access from them yet. Because negotiations are slow. So how about you? Let's talk. I could make you a tributary. It doesn't cost... Yes, it does, you idiot. If you want the whole damn thing, that's big aggressive expansion, but... making them, unless... you can, release those two, but we never fought against Antigonid unless I actually took one of their lands. So non-negotiable with these bastards. I mean, I could take territory, even more than it needs to be. So that's even more aggressive. If you have too much aggressive expansion, stability would just drop, fall flat. Okay, what does it have here? Marble, vegetables, fish, and wood. Excluding this city, unfortunately, which, in fact, that would be separate. That's a bit off. But there is a port which will connect the sea. May sound like a terrible deal, but at least we gave the islands independence again. On purpose, what it felt like. Because when you do separate peace deals with subjects, Antigonids aren't going to be happy about losing their subjects, thus further weakening their influence here. I think this is how we're going to get this all of Greece to ourselves. Until we say to Macedon that they're... Yeah, you get it. Shut up. Focus here. Probably I want this too. But a tributary, maybe a little. Tempting offer again. You know what? Do get it. This is just for mainland areas. I have no desire for this. But this part, in addition, even though there ain't got nothing going on over there, but it will cause a big increase in aggressive expansion. There goes the Etrian elite. This goes to Thebes. If only we had this city. And only that, but the Antigonids won't allow it. Unless we fight for it. But then that would be the end of hostilities, now would it? Plus they can't defend themselves. They got this rebellion that they're definitely losing. But they will soon shift their focus. They may have their subjects in Anatolia, but in Asia Minor, I should say. And they would most likely just lose their interest over here. And I would love for you to give us access right now. Even though we're trying to get you in our way, but... time's a ticking. Once you get Corinthos back, get this. We won't get Salamis, but I'd be happy for the islands. It's only level 1 fort here. I guess we can afford one more siege. While we wait. So we're beginning a recovery period. It's starting to look like Greece is at peace, but we're just stalling for time. War's toning down. Antigonid fleet out there, but no troops in there. That's all the Granians. Where are the big ships? They're out there, but that's not their main fleet. They kept it separated. So let's just take this territory for ourselves. Increase the war score against the Antigonid. At least a little bit. Before we officially take the real final objective of this war. He has initiated a wide-ranging restructuring of the officers under his command. He assures us that this will allow more efficient command hierarchy. Curiously, our attaché noted that the officers were strong Republican ideals and not receiving any promotions yet. It's hard to deny the effectivity of this move. We place our trust in him, but he may become more ambitious. Watch him. Pyros, 2-time winner. I gotta bring down these forts once this is all said and done. There's the other fleet, but there is no army to transport to. So they basically screwed themselves. Again, very happy the way that it went. Antigonid losing their grip on the mainland, at least for a time. We got Athens and its islands. Eretria is something that we can live without, but we took it anyway. It just makes their presence here very weak, while subsequently increasing the war score. I wonder if we can, well, if we ever had a large amount of money, I would restore the holy site of Apollo back to Delphi. Bring these forts down right now, nobody's attacking. Keep Megara, keep that. No forts in these islands. Rather keep it because of precarious positioning there. Let's just take this one more area. So we'll see how the Antigonids will think when we take their city and the rest of all this. Connecting Etria, then boom, that's it. No more aggressive expansion. But these blockades are increasing war exhaustion, but hey, it helps us get a military experience up. I know this is really a long episode that encompasses all this, but I really want this territory. And then that. And that's it. Just this entire half is Theban control. The biggest gain we've made, but it's going to take a long time for us to recover. Which is fine, so I could focus more domestically. I don't know about them, I would rather have it for myself too. The statue of Hippostratus. The people of Thebes, that's where the Thespians are from, has raised a large statue of our esteemed ruler Hippostratus of Westwards. Though the statue is lacking in certain important areas, it would not be taken well if we were to rip it down. If we leave the statue up, let us hope it does not get too well known, for what could be insult to the monarch. We're grateful for this honor to the nation. I'll take the popularity hit. I'm a nice man. One more. Come on. Get this territory, then that'll be the official end to the war. But the Macedon is soon to get it. Maybe we'll drag it out a little. What do you think? Taking it? Oh really, they'll be willing to give it to us. Okay, slow down here. Slow down. We want this. Yes. And we can have all of Antigonid Euboea as well. I mean, there's this, but they won't give it to us, Thebans, will they? Just hang on, we'll come back to that. Let's just go home, alright? We are officially withdrawing this war. No longer force marching, we're just going to be marching home. Just bring this damn fort down, and then we'll have final peace negotiations. If you screw it up, come on. End this damn siege already. Don't make me come over there, and I'm going to take command of this. If you can't get it done, as I said, don't make me come over there. Four, 3, 2, 1. Come on. We're coming. 12 cohorts. I don't think we can take command of this siege, can we? Yes, we can. despite his courage, managed to spread some wild rumors about Hippostratus. Something must be cleared before he loses even more credibility. Make sure this rumor disappears. Oh, I know how to make him disappear. Sell them to slavery. That's how we solve our problems. So now this is my siege. One more piece of territory then. There. That is it. No more. Got it all we wanted. I have spoken. And Thebes is a regional power again. We have increased in rank, and now a regional power instead of local power. Since we are now an independent country with at least 25 territories, we can threaten war, can have more alliances, more cultural happiness, import routes, integration, diplomatic relationships, more influence, war score costs less, and now we have more diplomatic range, which means we'll likely get to talk to Rome. Future interests. Excuse me, we need to come back home. Anyways, so the troops will be marching home to Thebes, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this episode. I think we have the confidence to keep this Theban series going. At least we hope, despite the fact that the Corinth garrison belonging to Macedon would be a problem to us in the future. So, I think we have interest towards the Peloponnese now. See if Thebes can restore control for the rest of Greece, especially in future conflicts against the Macedonians. Not saying Macedon, but Antigonid remnant in mainland Greece, as well as the Epirus region. And we'll do something about this task very soon in the next episode. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, so long for now. Victory to Thebes!